Hey guys, Barbara here. Let's learn how to create section based on answer forms. Section based on answer forms are used to create interactive learning journeys or alternatively to give the person filling out the form more choice in how that form progresses. When you use the section based on answer functionality in Google Forms, you will be able to set questions that when a certain answer is selected, it creates a new path of questions to follow. I'll show you how to set these up and make sure that you know all the details you need in order to master using this feature. Here we have a school tour indemnity form to show you how this feature works. Notice how this form has been set up with 3 sections to it. The first section is asking for standard details for name and surname, child's name, the class, and then one of the questions we will use as a trigger asking whether the child will be attending the camp or not. If yes is selected, they will then go to this section over here. Yes, my child will be attending. I'm going to show you how to set up the no section in a bit and how to link all of this together. You will see the next section here asks for dietary requirements. We are going to add in a new section for those parents who answer no, their child will not be attending the tour. From the side panel over here, use this icon as it represents a section. Now it is really important that you are aware of where your cursor is when you choose this option. It will insert a section directly underneath where you have selected. I'll select this question over here and then choose to add in a new section. My section will now be added. Start by giving the section a name. You can add in a description in this field over here should you need to do so. I am going to add one final section here asking for some contact details to ensure that I can get hold of who's answering the form. It is important that when you set up section based on answer forms, you have an idea of how you want that form to link. For example, this is what we are going to do now. The first section is the general information about whether or not that child will be attending. If yes is selected, a certain path will take place, and if no is selected, a different path of questioning will take place. However, they will both end up on the contact details section where we will gather contact information. Let's see how to set that up and link it all together. Any question type that can have one answer only can be used to create a trigger. Here you will see that we have a multiple choice question. From the 3 dots on this question, I will choose the option to go to a section based on an answer. You will notice that 2 new options appear. I can choose that when yes is selected, I would like this form to send them to the section, yes, my child will be attending. When no is selected, I will ensure that they go to the section, no, my child will not be attending. Be sure to make these sections required in order to force this trigger to happen. Below each of these sections, you will see the option to determine what happens after this section. We don't need to worry about this one right now, as my yes or no above is going to trigger where this form will go to next. The next section down is a set of questions that will be answered if they answered yes to the above question. As we scroll down, you will see that the section below that is no, my child will not be attending. I need to change this setting over here. If I don't, what will happen is they will answer the section for yes and then continue to the next section and answer the questions for no. If you select the little drop down, you can choose what section they are directed to. According to my image, this trail of questions leads to the dietary requirements next, so I will select that section from here. After the section has been answered from no, my child will not be attending. I will change this section straight to contact details as I do not need them to add any dietary requirements. Those answering dietary requirements still need to add in the contact information, so leaving this to the next section is not a problem. See why that sketch of the journey is so important? Let's see what this looks like in preview mode. Notice what happens when I choose yes. See the question journey that it takes me on. First, to answer some basic questions, then to dietary requirements, and finally to contact details. If I do this again, but this time follow the no journey, I will be taken to the section to be giving an explanation as to why my child will be unable to attend, and then I will end in the contact details. Handy, right? From the Responses tab, you will see your summary of the responses per question and the individual answers. Watch our video on form responses and spreadsheet creations to understand what to do with this data. I hope that you enjoy using Section Based on answering questions. It can really help you get more valuable data by differentiating the experience. Before you get started, spend some time drawing out your question journey so that you have an idea of what it is you are going to create.